Well, good morning, boys and girls. This is Dr. Hoskins. How are you today? Sure has been a while since I've talked with you. Lots happened, and I just wanted to start back up and do the things I need to do and do them on a regular basis. So hopefully, this is the first day of many that you get to see my lovely face and hear my lovely voice, and get to get caught up on things happening around chiropractic and in the office here. Um, September and October was rough because lost my mother-in-law, my wife's mom. She and Dad lived with us for the last 7 years. Dad still lives with us, and he is a blessing to have around the house and doing things and being who he is. But we lost Mom in October. In November, I got put in the hospital because I had an allergy to a sulfa drug I was taking for a scrape on my leg, and that almost killed me. So that has been a recovery process since then, and I got sulfa-induced nephritis, or yeah, it was pretty bad. My kidneys were pretty much shut down and decaying within my body. Fortunately, God was willing that that process stopped and reversed, and I have zero damage on my kidneys. My liver was not affected. The liver kicks in when the kidneys can't do things, and it was working overtime, but it didn't get damaged, praise God. And then because my kidneys weren't getting rid of fluid, I had kept 3 gallons of water in my abdomen and in my chest and around my heart. And so I have an acute case of congestive heart failure. So occasionally I lose my breath, occasionally I can't do stairs, but we're getting through that and working through that and getting back in the gym and doing heavy lifting and cardio and all that other fun stuff. But occasionally I'll bend over to pick up a pen or stoop down to change a face paper, or even in the chiropractic world, squat down to do a proper cervical um, supine adjustment. And it just takes my breath away. So I have to be careful. And that does affect my activities of daily living and my quality of life, if you want to get technical with it. But other than that, in February, we went to February conference for biblical counseling. What's this got to do with the practice? Well, it's been 6 months since I've had a normal schedule, and that's not good. 6 months of a business not having a normal schedule is just not good. So I'm starting today, um, March 16th, 2026, to get back to some semblance of normal. I've said for a very long time that normal or average sucks. It's the bottom of the top, it's the top of the bottom. It's no place that I want to be. But in the last 2 or 3 years, I've realized, and it's just smacked me upside the head, that physiological normal is exactly where I want to be and where we all need to be. In fact, physiological normal is the absolute best we can be. So when I say get back to normal, I'm not talking about getting back to average of being like everybody else. I'm talking about getting back to the optimum function of what I should be like without interference. And that's what we're working towards. Not only in my body, through the chiropractors that work on me, but also through getting back in business, doing the things I need to do to reach out to the community, so that we live in a subluxation free community, loving on each other, taking care of each other, supporting and encouraging the chiropractors that are in the same office, half mile down the road, 1 mile down the road, 2 miles down the road, or the new chiropractors that are being trained at Sherman College of Chiropractic. That's the normal things. So looking forward to today to be the start of getting back on track to being normal. One of the things that I had thought about doing is doing a life. See these vlogs of these camper people, and these people live in the homesteads, and they show you a day in the life of a homesteader, or a day in the life of an RV, or a day in the life of a tree surgeon, or a day in the life of a whatever. And I thought that would be really cool, except I can't show you most of what I do because of HIPAA, which is the federal law that protects your privacy from me sharing anything about you. So if you see me out there and you're a client and you say, "Hey, doc, have you seen my sister?" And I have to say, I can either confirm or deny that I even know who she is. Because even telling you that I saw her that morning and she said thank you for referring her in, I can't do that. She can talk about it all she wants. I can't. And I don't. And you know that. And I protect your privacy for that. But a day in the life of the chiropractor is, we get in, we get fueled up, we get our staff ready, which is me here, on what we're going to do today. And today we're going to take care of good clients. We have several Zoom meetings today with some of the ancillary businesses that I run, Pure Chiro Notes, and part of a team I'm with, which is Chiro Hustle Podcast. And we have our weekly meetings today. So those are on the agenda and are scheduled out. And then we'll take care of clients that are scheduled and look forward to taking care of the walk-in new clients that are coming in today. It's a little stormy out, so that gets people achy. Not that we take care of aches and pains, but that's what drives them in the door. And then we can educate them on how their body's supposed to work, which is physiological normal, which is no pain. The alarms have no reason to go off, so there's no pain, regardless of where that pain may be. If the nervous system is back in control and everything's back to normal, they don't go off. So my job is to open up the door so that the brain can communicate with all the parts of the body to restore that normal physiology. That's all I do. That's all I do. I've got a lot of techniques. Got really good assessment tools to tell me exactly which door is shut, exactly which doors are open. Just for an analogy, where the subluxation is, the chiropractic vertebral subluxation is the formal word for it. We shorten it down to subluxation. It's not a fixation. It's more than that. It's not a dislocation. It's less than that. But it is a disrelationship between two vertebral segments. So it has to be in the spine, that are causing interference in the transmission of mental brain impulses to the rest of the body to give it instructions on how to coordinate with its neighbors and get along and then get back to that physiological normal. So hope that didn't bore you too much. Hope I didn't put you to sleep. My voice is in the octave where if I listen to myself too much, I fall asleep. And that's not fun for a teacher, but I love it. I love what I do, and I do what I love, and I do it with the people I love. So if you're in the area, I would love for you to stop by and say hi. If you're a chiropractic client of mine, we're back in the saddle. Use dochoskins.com, which is, you see it right there. Use that. There's an appointment tab. Go to the appointment, set yourself up, and get in here and get taken care of on a regular basis. That's the best way it works. And then also tell somebody about your chiropractic experience. Doesn't have to even be about me. Just in Facebook and everywhere else that you do your social media. Just take a moment this week to tell somebody about your experience in chiropractic. And if you're in the area, you can point them to me. I would appreciate that. But point them to your chiropractor and point them to your experience. Like I said, it doesn't have to be about me. I'm arrogant and prideful, but there's a line someplace. Anyway, guys, this is a good Monday morning start. Again, day in the life of the chiropractor. We get going. We take care of clients. Between that, we do the marketing stuff like recording videos and scheduling Facebook posts and doing things like that. And then we see more clients, and then we have lunch, and then we come back and see more clients, and then we do more marketing stuff. Sometimes we get to take a nap. Sometimes we get to have really good conversations with people in the office. And if you're in my office, if it's before 2:30, we can always walk down and refill our cups down at Mocha's Mug. Really good neighbor, really lovely people, and highly recommend them. 10 out of 10. Nothing down there I don't like. And the people are the best. The people are the best. All right, I'll quit rambling now that I've covered my topic and I've started the process. They say the first step on the journey is the hardest to take, and that is somewhat true, but that millionth one is also can be difficult depending on what the last 100 were like. So you guys have a great day, have a great week. I'm going to try to do this every day that I'm here, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but definitely once a week on Mondays, and we'll see how that goes. Love you guys. Bye-bye.